was lying on my bed watching a movie until I heard the doorbell. At first, I thought maybe it was just a restaurant delivering food, but I was surprised to see a man dressed all in black, holding a clipboard and what seemed to be a package with my name on it. At first, I was confused, but then it clicked. My dance shoes had finally arrived. I had been waiting for weeks. A wave of excitement hit me as I grabbed my package and tore it open. I was surprised to see these mini jazz shoes, the size for a ceramic doll. Within a second, I was hit with a strong wave of disappointment. Okay, I admit it may seem funny now, but at the time it was actually really upsetting. Not only did they look like they belonged to a toddler, but I had waited so long for them to arrive, only to find out that they were 6 sizes too small. Yet, in that moment, a shift occurred. Rather than dwelling in the disappointment, I found another way to approach the situation. I gave myself time to reflect, and I didn't let this small incident, or shall I say, tiny incident, ruin my day. And one thing became clear in that moment. It wasn't the end of the world. I simply found another angle to view it. To find another way is to find another perspective. This is crucial for advancement beyond negative situations, and many people have not grasped the depth of its importance. The way that you choose to see things in your life can affect those around you and can affect the impact that you leave on society. Therefore, everyone needs to find another perspective during tough times, which is scientifically proven to improve your health and overall well-being, as well as helps you find your path in life, thereby resulting in the creation of positive ripple effects. According to Karen Lawson at the University of Minnesota, in her article, How Do Thoughts and Emotions Affect Health? Negative attitudes and feelings of helplessness can create chronic stress. Imagine this, chronic. Further to this, she notes that other outcomes include cardiovascular disease, digestive disorders, high blood pressure, and the list is endless. Since the impact of negative thinking is so severe, I dare say that there is no better antidote to counter these adverse effects than to find another way to view setbacks. The mind is powerful, and positive thinking is crucial in order to take control of it. Have you heard your parents tell you when you were younger that it's all in your head? The monster's under your bed, in your closet, and behind the curtains. Now, as we're getting older, we do realize this is not true, of course. Well, it has been proven to be. Not the monsters, but the part where it's all in your head. Patients who are in doctors' offices complain about their fictional illnesses more often than not. Of course, I'm not speaking about those real illnesses like depression, anxiety, or others. In case studies, once determined not to be a serious mental illness, doctors give patients an empty pill called the placebo pill, which tends to miraculously cure these patients. In this instance, it is truly all in their heads. When they believe that they are healing, they are actually healing themselves without the help of any medications. Now, do you understand the importance of finding another way? Having an optimistic outlook on life, which is a general expectation that good things will happen, may help people live longer. According to a new study from Harvard School of Public Health, the study found the most optimistic women had a nearly 30% lower risk of dying from any of the diseases analyzed in the study, compared with the least optimistic women. In this instance, this reinforces how much positive thinking and finding another way and approaching a situation can affect your health and well-being. Now that the context of finding another way has been established, we can see how it is applicable to all areas of life. To successfully chart your life's course, your ability to view difficulties from multiple perspectives is key. There are various articles and content out there claiming to offer us all the one secret to success. Strategy with dictating your morning routine, your diet and workout plan, your work and leadership style, or any number of other self-improvement areas. However, There's no singular formula for success, nor is there a one-size-fits-all solution for challenges and turmoil. The only constant in ensuring success and thriving in turmoil is your ability to find another way. A famous example of someone who managed to find another perspective is Stephen King. Stephen is an American author who is known for his horror and fantasy novels. Some of his most successful stories include The Shining, It, Misery, and The Mist. His books have sold millions of copies all around the globe, and many have been converted into comics and television shows. This was not always the case for King. He grew up under poor circumstances and experienced abandonment, abuse, and neglect. However, he was not limited by this and found an alternative way to creatively channel his negative experiences, which became the novels that are known and loved today. He managed to thrive in turmoil and make the best out of his situation. And so, to improve one's outlook on life by finding another way or thinking positively, small, simple steps are involved, such as step 1, being patient with yourself, because it will take a lot of mental training and intentional thought, and this will require a lot of patience. Step 2, avoid negative self-talk and doomsday scenarios that will keep you in a negative loop. Step number 3, which is personally one of the most important steps, brainstorming. Think of alternate solutions, write it down, document it, create a visual layout or a vision board of what these alternatives could possibly be. Keeping a vision of your goals and revisiting them would give you that daily positive boost, which is extremely important. Step 4, developing an awareness of when you are negatively thinking. Then shifting your focus, whether it is snapping a finger to literally snap of it or counting down. Once you're aware, find another way. Step number 5, and the final step, recognizing that finding another way takes trial and error and practice and patience, reverting a few steps sometimes, because it is not an overnight process. When your perspective is shifted, it will then impact your outlook on all areas of your life. Once you have developed the skill of viewing things from different perspectives, it will help others to do the same. Have you ever heard of the ripple effect? Well, it's a situation in which one action causes another, which then causes a third, and so on. A ripple effect occurs when an initial disturbance to a system propagates out to disturb an increasingly larger portion of the system. For example, you know when you stick your finger in a pool of water and then it starts to ripple, expanding across? Or when you have a trail of standing dominoes and then you flick one domino and watch as they all satisfyingly knock off one another? But then there is always that one seemingly annoying domino that ruins it all, and the dominoes stop falling, and then you have to start all over again and realign all the dominoes. Keep in mind that a ripple effect could either be a positive ripple or a negative ripple. And sometimes in society, people can be influenced either by their community, peer pressure, or social media. We are always waiting for that one domino to fall so that we can all follow along the trail in order to fit in with society's standards. But what if you're that one domino that doesn't fall and breaks the ripple? Then society considers you the outcast, the social reject, the odd man out. We are living in a society with high standards and unrealistic expectations. But here is when you find another lens to view the situation. You shift your focus and engage in positive self-talk. So what if I'm different? So what if I'm that one domino that breaks the ripple or interrupts the chain? So what? Because then I would be starting a new ripple, a positive one. If they laugh at you for being different, then you laugh at them for being the same. Today, by finding another way, a more positive way, no matter how small, be the initial disturbance of a positivity that creates positive ripple effects. It takes one small act, one speck or drop of positivity to create a chain reaction of positivity. Today, we've spoken about finding another way or finding another perspective. Because of this, we can improve our health and overall well-being and start positive ripple effects. The actions you do or the thoughts you cultivate today cement the way people will remember you tomorrow. So the next time that you hit rock bottom and want to reach back to the top, maybe you should start to see new ways to approach a situation. And remember to always start small, because good things always come in small packages. Sometimes literally.